Hello everybody, myself Dr. Shivakant Pathak is here with you to see the torque tau and angular momentum L of system of n particles. We are going to see this topic here, right? So here in this, let us consider system of n particles. This is also called rigid body, because you know that in the rigid body there is a number of particles, and the concept of rigid body we know on applying the force, no changing shape and size or intermolecular force, right? So this system rigid body has n particles. So each particle has linear momentum. This is angular momentum L1, L2, L3, Li up to Ln, because there are n particles. In that condition, total angular momentum L can be written as L1 plus L2 plus L3 plus Li up to last particle Ln, right? And it can be written as here this total angular momentum is given here. This can also be written in this form: summation I is equal to 1 to n Li. See very carefully and represent it as equation number 1. It is clear? Now, if you want to see the angular momentum of ith particle is here, right? So in that condition, it is represented by Li. It is equal to cross product of two quantities here, Ri and Rp. We are also going to represent it as a equation number 2 for each, right? This equation can be proceeds also, since total angular momentum is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to n Li, then we may write summation I is equal to 1 to n. In place of Li we may write Ri cross Pi. It can be written in this form also. In the first equation we are putting the value of Li and represent it as a equation number 3. Now we can see by the definition of angular momentum, this angular momentum, here it is, we are knowing torque tau is equal to rate of change of angular momentum. See very carefully, torque is equal to rate of change of angular momentum. This angular momentum, when we write it is d by dt of L. This L can be written as summation I is equal to n to n, I is equal to 1 to n Li, right? And this Li can also be written as d by dt of tau I. See it is it can be written in this form. Clear? And this equation we are going to represent as equation number 4. Since torque of ith particle can also be written by this formula, tau I is equal to Ri Fi, where Fi is equal to, see very carefully, sum of external and internal forces. So Fi can be written as F external I plus F internal I. See, sum of internal and external forces we are knowing, right? And R is distance between axis of rotation and point of application or line of action of force. We already know. Now, see how this torque is represented. So, putting this value, let this is equation number 5. Putting the value of tau from phi in equation 4. Now, with help of phi, equation 4 can be written as tau is equal to, net tau is equal to d by dt of tau I, and this tau I is Ri plus Fi, Ri cross Fi. See very carefully here in this. Now, tau I is equal to, this is summation I is equal to 1 to n, and here also if we tau I is here, rate of change. See here in the equation number 4 with rectification here, it is d by dt of summation I is equal to n to Li. So here it is Li summation I is equal to 1 to n, and this is equal to summation of, this is summation I is equal to n tau I. It can be written in this form. Now see very carefully here in this summation I, Ri, Mi. Now come in the next part of it. See in the green box, Fi sum of external forces for ith particle plus internal forces of ith particle. In that condition, tau can also be written as internal plus external. It can be written. See this both equation, right? In that condition, tau internal force can be written as summation I is equal to 1 to n d by dt of Ri cross C, F internal for ith particle, and external can be written as summation I is equal to 1 to n d by dt of Ri cross force external for ith particle. see these equations here in next. This, since we are know that summation of internal forces acting on this is some 1 to n acting on rigid body is equal to 0. This implies that internal torque acting is equal to 0. There is no role of internal tau, then total tau is equal to external tau. It is sum of I is equal to 1 to n d by dt of Ri cross F external I cross. This formula, this equation represents, equation number 7 represents the torque acting on a particle due to system of n particles. So finally we may conclude that since we know that torque is equal to rate of change of angular momentum, and this is equal to external torque also. This is the final conclusion which gives the relation between angular momentum and torque in case of external for the system of n particle. So this is for today. Thank you and have a nice day to all.